All right. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Hope you're all having a great Tuesday. Tonight, we are going to talk a little bit about giving in July. So each year, we dedicate the entire month of July to promoting giving in July. The purpose of Giving in July is to highlight the groups and individuals giving back to their local communities and sharing the Reads Across America mission of Remember, Honor, and Teach. It's a wonderful opportunity to feature hundreds of like-minded charities, community programs, and civic groups all across the country who are contributing to their local communities, while also generating re-sponsorships to help honor local heroes each December. Through our $5 payback sponsorship group program, for every $17 sponsorship made, $5 back goes back to support a $5 payback group's own mission, giving sponsors the opportunity to do good twice. Through our national sponsorship program, Reads Across America has given back more than $20 million in local contributions over the last 15 years. And you can learn more about Giving in July on our website. And I'm sure one of my liaisons will drop that link in the chat for us here in just a moment. I didn't prepare them for that, so just give them a minute. We'll see how quick they are.
It's done.
Look at you go. See, I had faith in you. All right. So something you may hear us say frequently is do good twice. And Giving in July is an opportunity for us to highlight our groups who are doing just that. The annual Giving in July campaign celebrates the partnerships that we have with hundreds of organizations throughout the country to remember and honor our nation's veterans and active duty military all year long. We have so many groups that are doing big things in their communities and their $5 backs with their $5 back. And this month is the perfect time to share what you're doing with your local community. If you're a location coordinator and you don't have a group, make sure you also ask your liaison how you can get involved and take advantage of our sponsorship group plans too. And if you're not interested in being having a sponsorship group, it's a good time too to promote those groups that are getting $5 back as a part of the Giving in July, and help them out during this time of year. You can join us in our Giving in July campaign. And this year, with more than 3,700 locations, which we are estimating that we will end up with over 4,000 when we get to December, participating locations that will be participating on National Reads Across America Day, which is December 16th. For those of you, you should all know, but just in case, we're going to remind everyone. And we are looking to have more than 6,000 sponsorship groups who are working in their communities to raise funds and awareness to honor the local service members with placements of veterans wreaths. We're so excited to highlight some of our groups on the Reads Across America radio, and you can hear from featured groups on Reads Across America radio throughout the month of July during the weekly morning show with Michael Hale. You also want to make sure that you get the word out about what you're doing. So if you're a $5 back group and you're doing something really good, let's share that with the community. This time of year is the perfect time to remind the community about National Reads Across America Day and let them know what you're doing in your own community with those funds that you get back. We have some groups who are out there, they use the money that they get back to fund local food pantries. We have some that help, provide house for homeless veterans, do care packages for military that are overseas. There are so many things that groups are doing, and as some of you who are, on this call, know and can attest to. So make sure you share that with the community because people want to hear that. You can add your sponsorship group details to our Giving in July press release template and then share it with your local media contacts. If you're working with local media and need to share photos, video, or other helpful information to make their work easier, you can also share the link, our media resource page, so that they can download materials that are useful for them. And when we upload this to the website, you'll be able to click on all these pretty red buttons. They are clickable on the PDF slides that we send over. And also, I'm sure that my liaisons are probably dropping some of this stuff in the chat as we speak. Some other ways that you can get involved during this Giving in July is to sign up for the STEM to Stone race. So on Saturday, July 29th, you can either join us in person in Columbia Falls, Maine, for anyone who wants to take a road trip, or you can do it virtually from home. This is where the mission of Wreaths Across America will be on display through the 5K run, walk, or ruck. Every registration sponsors a wreath for a group or location of your choosing. So this is just another way that you can invite people to, come join you. They can run with you in your community, and you can also use it as a fundraising opportunity as their sponsor wreaths that will support your own local cemetery and group. You can also give your time. Giving in July isn't just about financial generosity. The gift of time can sometimes make an even bigger impact on lives and communities. So if you support the mission year-round, we invite you to share that effort with us. Post today to social media and tag Wreaths Across America so we can see it and can share it. If you do post on social media, make sure you use the hashtag Giving in July. We also want you to share your success with Wreaths Radio. So Wreaths Radio would love to hear about the great work that your sponsorship group has been doing in your community. And like we talked about earlier, we do have tons of they're highlighting this time of year where they can give them an opportunity to talk about what they are doing with their money back in their own community. So if you're doing something cool, or if you know of someone else who has something, make sure you reach out to our Wreaths Radio team today and say, hey, we want to talk to you about what we do. And you can email them at radio@wreathsacrossamerica.org. And again, one of my liaisons will drop that link right in the chat for you. So some tips for a successful campaign are: share our Giving in July Wreaths Across America graphic on social media. You can use the hashtag Giving in July, and make sure to include the opportunity to do good twice in your post. We want to let people know why they want to support your sponsorship group, what you're doing with those funds that you're giving back, because that's something, we're very proud of our sponsorship group program. I think to be able to say that we've given over $20 million back in that 15 years is pretty impressive. And even more impressive is what you guys are doing in your communities with that money back. You can also use your social links on Wreaths Across America page to share your support of the Wreaths Across America mission. Your post, if you will be pre-populated with some text from the page. And if you look at the bottom of your group page, location page, you'll see the little links where you can share it onto Facebook, Twitter. When you click on those, that's when that post is going to be pre-populated with text from your page and the link. You want to make sure you add some of your own unique language to that post about what the mission means to you. You can also create a fundraising campaign on Facebook for Giving in July. Just don't forget to follow the steps and notify Wreaths Across America of your Facebook fundraiser by filling out the Facebook fundraiser form, which is located on our volunteer resource page, so that your group receives credit for those funds earned. Also keep in mind that Facebook sends us money periodically. It's not instant, so it usually is a month or so after your campaign is done before we do get the funds for that. You can also go live. Going live on Facebook can be a fun and easy way to update your supporters about the opportunity to do good twice. So you go on there, you create a live video, ask them, tell them about what you're doing in your community and ask them to support you. And don't forget to share photos and videos about the mission, either from your own community efforts, or you can download some from the volunteer resource page so that people can see what Wreaths Across America is doing, not only in your community, but also nationwide. And then we're just going to talk a little bit about some of our resources. This side is we talk about it every single time. Everyone's probably tired of hearing me talk about the volunteer resource page, but this is a great reminder to not forget to check out our volunteer resource page. We have QR code posters that you can download, customize You should have already received a customized one from your liaison, but if not, you can download it here. You can reach out to them for help there. And we have just tons of information on there. We have, again, the Facebook fundraiser form. We have fundraising idea guide, which is going to have tons of ideas of fundraising events that you can host, and what better time to host some events than right now. And last but not least, if we've shared this around a few times, but we are going to share this many more times because we want to make sure that everyone is in the know. So this year we are excited that we have new boxes this year. So many of you are familiar with our boxes in the past. They've been the same for a very long time. So this year, instead of it being the standard kind of square box that we've had, they are a rounded box, and they're going to hold 12 wreaths to a box. The weight is still about 40 pounds, but the cardboard is sturdier, so the boxes won't get crushed during transportation. And if any of you have ever helped unload a truck, you know that sometimes that is, if they get wet and they're stacked, they kind of can get crushed a little bit. And these new boxes are going to be stronger, and they're not going to do that as much. And because they are round, they're going to keep our wreaths in that nice round shape, and there's going to be less letting them fall out of that square shape that they kind of can get in when they sit in a box the whole time. So we're very excited about that, and we will probably remind you guys a few more times just because we want to make sure that everyone is aware of these new changes. And that is all we have today. So now we just want to give you guys an opportunity. If you have questions about, our Giving in July campaign or anything, this is the perfect opportunity to ask. No questions? This is an easy crowd. I'm not sure. Is there any questions in the chat that I've missed?
It looks like Mary's got a question about the Facebook page and is wondering about putting a picture of the official brochures on it.
I don't know if Mary, if you can elaborate on that a little bit. Are you talking about like doing like a Facebook fundraiser, or just like if you are wanting to share your page? So if you're trying to just post on the Facebook page. So if you're wanting to post on your own Facebook page, you don't need to fill out any form for that. The Facebook fundraiser form is just if you go on Facebook, I'm sure you see people on there that are asking for donations. They're like, support this group, and they have the fundraiser campaigns. And if you are doing that to raise money for Wreaths Across America, which is really easy to do, and it's a great thing to do, but that's where you would need to fill out that form. You do not need to fill out the form if you're just posting a picture, if you're posting the link or anything like that. But if you do post pictures on Facebook, please make sure you tag us in that so that we can watch as well. And Joanne, I see that you asked, you wanted to know if there was any ceremony videos that you could watch to give you an idea of how to conduct a ceremony. Yes, if you go, we don't have a ton like on our own file, but if you go to YouTube and you search Wreaths Across America ceremony, there is an endless amount. So it's going to be a great resource. And you're going to see them from all different sizes, small, large. There's some pretty cool things to see too. There's always, every time I watch new videos, I'm always finding new things that people are doing that are different that I've never seen before. So definitely encourage you to go onto YouTube and look at some of the different things that people are doing. And Jenna, I'm not, some of the graphics that are not formatted as a PDF anymore. Reach out to your liaison. We can make sure that you get that in a format you can use, and I'll take a look at those tomorrow to see if there's something going on funky with those. Sorry, I'm trying to read these questions really fast. They're going very quickly. um, so if you're doing the duck fundraiser, someone asked if we recommend getting approval from the manager of the business at the parking lot where you're placing the ducks. I don't think it's necessary, but I don't think it would hurt if you're planning on like doing a bunch out there. It probably would just be like a courtesy thing to say, "Hey, I'm going to be out here doing this." So if they did have any concerns about it, they could share that with you. But if you're going to be, I know some people they kind of don't necessarily do it like in one place. They kind of just do it a few like here and there so it's spread out. So I don't think it was necessary then, but if you're going to be doing a bunch, it wouldn't hurt to ask. So, and I don't see any other questions. You guys, if you do have questions, you can certainly unmute with that in that bottom left-hand corner to ask. We got some time, so we're here, ask away. Otherwise, we're gonna call it a day here shortly. All right, well, I hope that you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll have this recording up on our page by the end of the day, or by the end of the week. I was going to say tomorrow, but I'm going to give myself to the end of the week, guys. So you guys all have a wonderful evening. If you need anything, don't forget you can always reach out to your regional liaison team, and we are happy to help. And I hope you all have a wonderful week.